Kraven the Hunter's box office still beats one X-Men movie by over $10 million. With Kraven the Hunter having one of the lower worldwide box offices in the superhero genre, it may come as a surprise that the film grossed more than one Fox X-Men movie by more than $10 million. While superhero movies have historically netted some of the most impressive box office takings of all time, the genre is also capable of providing some less grandiose results as well. Though this has been proved by some more recent Marvel and DC movies, it's certainly not a new concept, especially before the MCU timeline brought the superhero genre to new heights. While a more recent Marvel film, Kraven the Hunter found itself in something of a complicated position from the offset, as the Sony Spider-Man Universe movie was released after Morbius and Madame Web had already drawn considerable audience criticism and made people question whether the anti-hero film would follow in these controversial installments' footsteps. Given this backdrop, and the criticisms then leveled at Kraven the Hunter's own story, it is perhaps no surprise that the film didn't fare excellently at the box office. However, these results were still higher than one Fox X-Men movie's own box office. After releasing in December 2024, Kraven the Hunter's worldwide box office total is reported to have come to $61 million. While $60 million is a considerable chunk of money to imagine, it's not a stellar result in the movie world when compared to the majority of its superhero peers. This is especially true since Variety reported that the film cost an upward of $110 million to produce, which would mean the movie's box office results marked an overall loss of several tens of millions, likely cementing the end of the Sony Spider-Man universe. The timing of this result is especially unfortunate, as 2024 also marked one of Marvel's biggest recent movie successes, Deadpool and Wolverine, with the MCU film's $1.3 billion box office results placing its Sony counterpart in a more unfavorable light. However, Kraven's box office pales even in comparison to 2024's Madame Web and 2022's Morbius, with these movies netting $100 million and $162 million respectively. These results do make sense, as, aside from the Venom trilogy, the Sony Spider-Man Universe releases did make a steadily decreasing sum. Ultimately, after a slew of less well-received installments, audiences appear to have either lost faith in the franchise's ability to provide satisfying movies worth going to watch in their cinematic release, or otherwise noted that these films tended to be released on streaming platforms not too long after their cinematic debut, thus waiting to watch them in this format. As it stands, though, these factors combine to mean that Kraven the Hunter has one of the lowest superhero movie box offices in recent history. Kraven the Hunter's worldwide box office ranks below the results of every single Marvel Cinematic Universe movie, every Sony Spider-Man Universe movie, as well as the two currently released animated Spider-Verse movies, and several Marvel movies with mixed reputations, such as 2003's Daredevil, 2012's Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, and 2015's The Fantastic Four. While Kraven the Hunter's box office results are likely not what had been hoped for with the movie, they still don't make the film the lowest-grossing Marvel release of all time, with 2004's The Punisher and 2005's Elektra coming just short of the $60 million mark with their own worldwide box offices, for example. Similarly, 2008's Punisher, Warzone made a far lower $10 million, with analysis of this result ascribing blame to the R-rated release's seasonal December debut and the way in which the film was marketed. However, one more recent example also found itself with an overall box office result that comes below Kraven the Hunter's worldwide takings, as the New Mutants' own worldwide box office comes in at $49.47 million. Given the two films released far closer together than the slew of other Marvel movies with a lower box office than Kraven the Hunter, The New Mutants results are all the more interesting when compared with the 2024 Marvel release, though some of the circumstances behind the X-Men film's results do mirror Kraven the Hunter itself. First and foremost, it's worth keeping in mind that the New Mutants releasing in 2020 naturally provided extra complications for its box office, as the film debuted in a period of time during the coronavirus 19 pandemic, wherein many cinemas were actively closed, and where audiences who otherwise may have seen the movie avoided the cinema because of health concerns. However, it is also worth considering that Black Widow released on streaming and in cinemas not that long after and still found itself with a significantly higher box office, suggesting other factors could have additionally played a role.